vehicles, a lot of, okay, all right. A new video has started. So what I was trying to say was, I'm not I'm not even trying to seek a luxury vehicle. I just want to drive. But I'm not trying to seek a luxury vehicle, and I never said I wanted anything fancy. I didn't say I wanted anything fancy or expensive or anything like that. So I was trying to say that I don't like, a lot of luxury vehicles are physically uncomfortable. They might be called luxury, but a lot of the time they're not even relaxing or comfortable unless it's something like. Well, I haven't rode in newer Lincoln models, but the older Lincoln model cars were extremely comfortable. But a lot of new cars, period, really physically ain't really that comfortable. So, and then they're more compact and smaller than what older vehicles used to be. I don't like dirty anything. So I'm crazy for not wanting a dirty car. I mean, even if it's old, and that's why I don't like depending on other people, because if I can do it myself, I can be pleased with having things my way if I do it on my own. So, I wish that I could write. I wish I could, you know, make a living off of writing my ebooks and stuff. And if that could help me get a car and slash or a permanent place to live. And my writing is work. But the purpose want to say, your writing is not work. Like they are so angered, telling me that my writing is not work. But I'm trying whatever I could to survive. And people, as I said, people whose minds aren't tainted by the gang stalking, they'll tell me you're a good writer. But the people who are gang stalkers, they'll make it like as if, oh, that's the most horrible, nonsensical piece of shit I ever wrote in my life. That's something that would come out of a narc's mouth. But I'm already have ebooks out and short stories, and y'all suppressing me from making a living. And then y'all trying to make it like as if that I'm covetous and entitled to other people's belongings, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But who are you to say that? Who are you to try to think you have the authority to try to criminalize my wishes and desires? All I'm doing, saying what I wish for. So you try to slam and condemn me and make it like as if I'm committing the most atrocious crime, for saying that, I like new things. But then again, if I've been suppressed all these years from making it on my own, if you know what this program is, why don't you sympathize with the suffering of another TI? Why you say you're Christian and saved and a chosen one when you're doing everything a perp does, and then hide behind the Bible to avoid detection? I'm just highly bothered. And then it's like I have to be coerced and forced to, live in misery and I get shunned for the littlest bit of enjoyment and happiness in life. Even if I spend $5, you know, that's when, they get all bent up out of shape. The perps freaked out and were bent, and the online perps freaked out and were bent up out of shape when I got a job. And then they rub their hands together and say, ha ha ha. They try to make it like, oh, she don't have the mentality or the sense to work a job, and she's not gonna last long. Like as if they're speaking curses into my life. No, she's not gonna last long on that job. And so then, they'll try to say, oh, watch out for Candy because she's prepping y'all. She's prepping y'all. She got a job now, and she's preparing to. She's got a job now, and she's preparing to quit her job on purpose just so she can have an excuse to beg for more money. But yeah, but you had to go fund me up too. Your hypocrisy. And I feel like, that's just pure jealousy. Pure jealousy. And then for me to, post up, what I ate for the day. And then you say, oh, she always posting up. She always posting up everything she ate. I don't post up everything I eat. She always, post up talking about what she ate and begging for money. So, food and money is her God. But then you act like you can try to outdo me with trying to talk about some bon appetit and then spell it wrong. And then think that you can try to extremely hard to try to make this a competition by trying to act like you want to try to make me envious or jealous that, you would go to a restaurant after you said what you said about food and money being my God. Then you turn around and go to a restaurant and get some red velvet waffles and chicken, like fried chicken and red velvet waffles, thinking that that you could try to be in competition and make me jealous. And then you didn't start doing live streams until after I did. Excuse me. You didn't start doing live streams until after I did. And then you didn't start talking about survival and prepping until after I did. That, when I did one of the first not the first live stream, but one of the first live streams I did, or was it the first live stream? One of my first live streams I talked about was, the idea of how could targeted individuals do surviving and prepping. And then she copied off of me, was starting to do live streams. And then you ashamed to show your face, and you're fat and greedy yourself, and condemning me and calling me a fat greedy pig. No, you're not a TI. You don't have not one video of yourself being followed. You may talk about it, but you don't have any concrete footage like I do. And how could you call me the gang stalker and the perp when you used to be a fake supporter, pretending, to love bomb me and act like you're inspired by me? And you had to be stalking and following and watching me to know that I did live streams, and so now you're gonna do them, or so now you're posting up food to try to act like you want to be in competition. But then you talk about making it like I'm the sick, obsessed, jealous one who needs to leave you alone. And this is my channel. I post whatever I want. So, I would like to, I wish I could travel around in nature and stuff. It's like people are suppressing me from, living out my dreams and my life and my happiness. And they're suppressing me, And I'm tired of just feeling ashamed when people got more crimes out here. Why don't you condemn, if you're a true TI, why don't you do videos speaking out or physically showing, you know, why don't you have videos showing, why don't you say that, the gang stalker doesn't, the gang stalkers are the ones who don't deserve nice things, not us TIs. But you know what? They sold out to get those nice things. They sold out to get those, in order to get those nice things. So they gained the world and lost their souls. And they become narcissistic in the way that they feel like they're more worthy than you and more deserving than you. So, what's the point of wasting my time to do all that to try to get a job just to quit? But I saw on Twitter somebody mention about workplace bullying and put up a meme saying that no, people don't quit their jobs. But due to abuse, people don't quit their jobs, they quit their bosses. And so now, after dealing with workplace mobbing, the perps, I guess, they wanted to give me a little leeway with, oh yeah, we'll let you have a job, but only if you're obedient and behave and stay quiet and don't expose us. But I can't believe that at Seville Quarter, I quit that job because of the workplace mobbing and all the fucked up dirty shit they were doing. But one of my perps got fired, and he got fired before I quit. That Roderick guy. And Roderick sexually wanted me and was trying to make sexual advances at me, but then he had a girlfriend. But yeah, Roderick was a perp. But how the hell a doggone perp get fired? But Starbricker, the perp, the online perp from Fort Wayne, Indiana, she wanted to narcissistically brag about, ha ha ha, I'm 61 years old and I never got banned from anywhere. But then she tried to make it like it's amazing how many places Candy got banned from. But then she was the one who got me banned from, not every place, but more than half the places in Pensacola she got me wrongfully banned from. Or she thinks it's her duty or authority to call up my employers, or call up hotel rooms, or call this place, call that place, and tell them about me, or show them my videos. But I figure it's by the grace of God that she kind of somewhat left me alone. But then she's still lurking in the shadows and still doing some things here and there. But, by the grace of God, I was able to maintain staying at this motel and the last one, for all this long. So I think, by the end of this month will be 6 months. It will be 6 months since I've been consistently in a motel and off the streets. But, I hate, it's like people are purposely not trying to understand, me explaining how the system operates and how homeless people are oppressed and stuff. And then you try to make it like I'm an entitled scammer who doesn't deserve anything. And that's just pure, as I say, that's just pure jealousy. When you start off with love bombing and act like you're inspired by me, asking me for advice, asking me to help you with things that I don't even know. And then, and it's like they want to make it like you're wrong for throwing me under the bus when I expose you as a fake TI perp. And then It's like, and then you try to make it like I deserve to be expelled from the body of Christ as a Christian. And trying to, make me doubt my faith, or act like you want to try very hard to manipulate me into wanting to give up on my faith in Jesus Christ, or trying to get me to backslide, or try to make it like as if I'm not worthy, like as if you want to try to, tear me down. Like that's what you did. You built me up just to tear me down. And I've had too many fake friendships with supposed people who are supposed to be targeted, who've done me that way. And, having other professed targeted individuals who, built me up so high and so hard, love bombing the shit out of me and make me feel better than what I ever felt before. And now all of a sudden, you go from glorifying me as your top favorite and saying Candy ain't nothing but the raw truth. Ha ha. Man, Candy, I love you so much. You my favorite, whatever. And then next thing you know, I'm blocked. Or I'm just disgusted and I get on your nerves now. You're disgusted with me and I get on your nerves now. Or, you had a switch of opinion about me when I've been the same all this time. And then people will say, well, that guy don't pay attention to him. He was a paid off perp. So, as I said, I hate to feel, be made to feel ashamed by harmless desires out of life when, but you don't condemn the targeters and the traffickers, and the handlers. You don't condemn them so hard. You act like you're afraid to fight back or afraid to speak against them, and you act like as if you want to be submissive with their orders. But something's wrong with the TI community. If one TI is calling another target crazy. Or if another TI get jealous of you and act like they don't want to see you breathe or exist. Or they start to become narcissistic over time and very controlling. Like if I'll never see you in person, but you act like a controlling husband. And I'm in just disbelief about how and why TIs are perping each other. And it was the biggest thing in 2020 for everybody wanting to call me a fake target, but then want me to shut up and ignore. But, I screenshot an image of the video of the fake T.I. perp killed the realm when she had the fake deceitful looking smile on her face and thought it was funny. And it looked like she was reading off a script, lying on me saying I'm gang stalking her and her friends or something like that. When I know nothing about you, I don't keep up with you. I'm fighting my own battles. I don't even think about you. And, and it's like a lot of people are falling for it. And then they're lying and saying that I'm the one who's manipulative. Before the TI community, nobody would have never described me to be manipulative or a scammer or a beggar or anything like that. But that's what people who think they know it all, random strangers on the internet just saying whatever to make you feel ashamed. When in real life, if you don't know me in real life, I'm just battling to get out of my situation as a target. Do you want me to see, do you want to see me trafficked and murdered and sacrificed. It's like people, they remove their hand of support from me, and then now it's like even it's to the point where other professed targeted individuals even hate me to the point that where they want to see me dead, where they want to see me dead. As I said, those lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns were very effective because now I really don't have anybody. And then it's like, I heard that TIs who turn into flip and are turned into a paid off perp. I heard that they're still being targeted, but they're in it for life. And so there's no turning back once you make that decision. And I know that they're jealous because they're like, yeah, you should have sold out like us, you dumbass. So if they feel like, I'm not even worthy of, like, I have a bachelor's degree and McDonald's won't even hire me. Walmart won't even hire me. I can't even get a doggone volunteer job. I mean, I just can't even get my foot in the door anywhere. Waiting on somebody to hire me. So that's why, I had my doggone, I had my short stories and stuff like that, trying to make a living off of that. But people they know what they're doing with their slander campaigns. And so then, I was thinking about, how people were talking about low content books and stuff like that, but the books I have ain't even selling. They're not selling. But that lady herself, suggested that, why don't you do some low content books? And some people were saying that they do have low content journals that sell well. So, I thought about, if people have, selling narcissistic abuse, victimization, documentation, if they can have low content journals for the documentation. I mean, so say if I sell a low content journal for targeted individuals, I thought about doing that. If I can if I could get like a like a low content journal for people to buy a diary for and it's like that same lady who I've been talking about for the past, ranting about her for the past few days, and I can't mention her name, me not wanting to for the feud to go back. But she know who I'm talking about. When I was selling when I sold my when I published one of my fiction short story collections on Amazon, and I was trying to sell it for $2.99, and she suggested that I sell it higher and that I deserve more than that. So now her narrative has switched to, she's a scammer and extortionist, and don't help her, don't donate her another penny and all that, or anybody else who will say that. But people try to say, Candy, why are you selling your books so cheap? But nobody want to buy them anyway, because Starbricker's false bad comments. I have my earbuds and I think I can hear the the ambulance sirens. But, I guess I'm dreaming too big for the day about my plans. I don't even think I can accomplish all that today. But, last night, it didn't take long for me to listen to the first 5 chapters of Psalms and, listen to the Bible on audio on my MP3 player. And it seems like, it seems like so far, now I finally got it. I seem like I like this MP3 player, but the other one I was more used to that one, so I gotta get adjusted to this one. But the new MP3 players, it's like I really like them. They're easy. They seem like they're easy to navigate. This, right here. It's black, but it has just a little bit of red, around. But it seemed like it was the only color they had. But I'm so thankful and glad that I have these. But see, now I'm listening to the see, look. I don't think y'all can see that. The simulated waterfalls. The white noise to block out outside noise. But, I can't even have that too loud because, I have it on a certain volume level that, I have it on a certain volume that if I, if I have it too loud, then that will hurt my ears too. If I had that too loud, but I need it, loud enough to block out, the outside noise over there, And then if you have bad neighbors who make it like you're unreasonable for, telling them that their noise bothers you at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then they'll make it like I'm entitled and narcissistic, but they just want to continue their harassment and smear campaign. Noise campaign. Well, smear campaign too, but noise campaign was what I was really trying to say. But, due to me not having enough sleep, my body feels awkward. And last night, in the middle of the night, they vibrated me really bad. And then they vibrated my left foot so violently, So, I'm pretty much feeling better. I apologize if it bothers y'all for me to rant my feelings out. But it's less time consuming than venting and writing on my blog. So that's why I came on here, because for me to just, imagine if I said all of what I said, if I wrote it out and then go back and edit what I said and all that. It takes up too much time. So that's why I came on here, to just vent my frustrations about having less rights than everybody else. That if you're a regular citizen who think you got the authority to criminalize my desires and be expressing my desires and wishes. Like, how dare you? But how can you say that when you've had these nice things? So, I'm not trying to chase after nice things. I'm just, trying to survive. But I didn't even say that I'm expecting a brand new car to be donated to me, or a luxury car to be donated to me. But you asked me, what is your dream car? And I say my dream car as in, if I was able or allowed to work for that for myself. But, I've seen other targeted individuals say that their car got destroyed, or, or how their house would be set on fire and they were forced into homelessness that way and stuff like that. So, they ruin your home, they ruin your family, they ruin your social connections. They just ruin everything about you. And the ultimate thing they want to ruin is your